everybody. Let's turn it down. Take my shades off. What's going on, everybody? This is your moron with the conscience, aka Conscious Moron. I appreciate the pull up. Hopefully, you've already hit the like button, subscribe button, and the share button. But we are going to get into this topic today. I was just on a TikTok live talking about Barack Obama saying that all boys need gay men in their life, and he literally didn't say that. In the midst of me talking to this gentleman on his live about this, I asked him, did he watch the podcast? Because before Barack answers this question, or before the gay part comes out of the question, like the answer, I was wondering, did anybody listen to the question? And it seems like nobody did. So we're going to watch it right here, the official, this whole 6-minute clip. Hopefully Michelle won't strike my channel. I'm sure she won't, right? She's a patriot. She sees this young brother trying to correct everybody. She gonna help me out. But let's take a look at this real quick, y'all. Let's take a look. All right, fair use. Now, I want to start this off like I'm sure everybody's seen the clip when he said that he had a gay professor, and that's what I think that made me go on the brothers panel, because how he was wording everything, it almost made it seem like Barack Obama said literally all boys need gay men in their life, and he literally didn't say that. And when he's talking about the gay professor, you'll hear him clearly say that in my life, who called me out, and it's so crazy that we missed this whole question, and that's why I think this question is so important, because Emily, that's the young lady's name who will be asking the question, asked them a good question, and it's kind of, I'm starting to understand why some people who are in the manosphere have an objection to this, because maybe they did watch the whole clip. Because if you watch the clip, you'll understand what she's talking about, and then you'll understand Barack's answer a little bit better. And that's what I think our problem is. We're so quick to go to clickbait without researching what they said before or after. We just want that little segment. Like I grew up on the Dewey Decimal System. We had to research it all from the rooter to the tutor, so to speak. But let's get into this real quick. Let's get into it. Fair use. This is for educational purposes. We'll be commenting and enlightening folks. Let's go.
Well, we've got a question today from a listener in San Francisco named Emma.
Okay, I want to hear from Emma.
And let's hear from Emma so we can dive into this topic.
Hi, Michelle and Craig. I have 3 younger brothers and am a new mom to a 1-year-old little boy. What can we do to change the fact that we raise our girls and we love our boys? There is so much dialogue on raising strong, independent women, but how can we raise emotionally intelligent, competent men? I am deeply concerned by the ideology promoted to my younger brother.
Now, see, you see what she's saying now? Now you're going to get a little bit more context to his answer. Now, she's literally talking about how we praise women. Now, this is a very good question, I think. How do we praise our young boys? And like Barack gives a pretty good answer to all of this. If y'all watch this full little clip, like sometimes you got to watch everything. I know it might be boring and tedious, but sometimes you got to watch everything if you want to get all the insight and all the perspective. You got to. Let's go. We go right. We want a little bit.
Well, we've got a.
Hi, Michelle and Craig. I have 3 younger brothers and am a new mom to a 1-year-old little boy. What can we do to change the fact that we raise our girls and we love our boys? There is so much dialogue on raising strong, independent women, but how can we raise emotionally intelligent, competent men? I am deeply concerned by the ideology promoted to my younger brothers online. I want to raise a young man who sees through those ideas. How can we energize the discussion around raising young men that want to change these oppressive and even violent dynamics?
Now, before we dig in, you two have raised 2 wonderful daughters and have taught them numerous lessons. And I just want to hear from Barack how you approached raising your daughters, because this was obviously before you got to the White House. So you were just like the rest of us, just a regular dad who's having kids and going to work and trying to make time. What was your strategy?
Well, first of all, the most important strategy, whether it was a boy or a girl, was having the right partner. And now that I'm not, that I say y'all. Even behind her back.
Yeah.
Every one of my young male staff members, when they talk to me about dating, and was having the right partner. And
first and foremost, having the right partner. This is like, he really got good insight. If people would just stop and listen and just not wait to hear something that's going to drive you to make a video just like I've been doing. But I watched the whole clip first. That's why I make it, because and that's how I could tell that the brother didn't watch any of this podcast. He just saw that little segment. He ran with it. We got to stop doing that stuff. We have to be better informed Americans before we can have an opinion. And not that we have to be better informed, is we have to make well-informed decisions. Like, you couldn't initially start off not knowing, but it is on you. It is incumbent upon you to learn all of these facts and then make the decision off of all the pertinent information that you obtained. Yeah. Thought we knew this. It's the Dewey Decimal System type thing. Hold on, I'm gonna try and find the part because they're going on, but I literally want to get to the part when he's talking about his professor. So give me a second. All right, y'all, we found the clip. We are about to play it real quick. Now, of course, Barack Obama has 2 daughters, so raising boys would be something different, but this is just his opinion, his advice on raising boys. So let's listen to it real quick.
Make mistakes and learn from them. I do think, though, thinking about raising boys in the same way you're thinking about raising daughters, which is, how do you make them good, responsible people who know how to function and know how to understand themselves well enough that they can navigate this really complicated world, and setting high expectations. So there are a lot of these things that apply to boys and girls. I do think that there are some particular issues with boys that, as a society, we're not addressing. I do think, as a society, we have to create more structures for boys and men to have guidance, rituals, frameworks, encouragement, to be able to meet a wide range of role models, so that whatever their inclinations, they can see a path to success that isn't just.
So do y'all understand what he's saying now? Do y'all get what he's saying? Like, he wasn't literally specifically talking about that black or boys need specifically a gay man in their life, but they just need a wide range of role models to look up to. So whatever that they want to do, they have someone who's been down that path to help them, to guide them a little bit. Now that's like, this is our comprehension skills in America are terrible here, guys. Let's finish this out.
Just sports or money, make
a little bit.
To be able to meet a wide range of role models, so that whatever their inclinations, they can see a path to success that isn't just sports or money. Making a lot of money, and so that's on all of us together. What I would say to Emma would be, in your community, even if you have a wonderful male partner who's in the house, I think it still would be good to find assets in the community, people in the community, friends in your community, places of worship, community organizations, what have you, where there are a bunch of men who can be sort of elders to boys. And so they're not just looking at one particular role model, but many. And one of the things when Michelle and I first started dating and I'd go over to your guys' house, one of the things I loved was just, seeing all your uncles and your cousins. And there were a bunch of different kinds of men. There were men that were kind of soft-spoken, and then there were men that were loud, and there were men who were engineers, and then there were men who were police officers, or they drove.
Now, this is literally what he said before the statement. I'm gonna try and find out what too. I know y'all probably want to watch that too. Hold on, give me a sec.
When I was a really young child, other than the idea that guys were strong, they didn't whine, they were tough.
They were expected to go to work.
They worked
and provide,
right,
and protect.
Yes,
I mean, and I think back about that. I think when.
So much.
Well, first of all, the most important strategy, whether it was a boy or a girl, now that I'm not.
Get it together. But if you go to parenting starts with choosing the right partner. That's where it starts. Like the first, literally like half hour, 45 minutes is really good. They're talking about parenting and his situation going up without his father and how the gentleman deal with raising children. So you've, especially if you're a black man.
I'll be honest with you.
There you go. Now I want to work. Now it's coming in. That's crazy. But looking forward past 15 minutes. But anywho, go and watch this podcast. Especially like the first half hour, just listen to what they say. It's very interesting. And brother, whose live I was on early. I'm gonna tag you in this video, but you really should watch it. Y'all be good. And that's in all ways. That's in closing. Let's get it. Let's make it big real quick. Okay, make it big. Come on, y'all. There we go. I want to thank y'all so much if you are still here. But go and check out that episode. It's really good. And I think as Americans, we need to start doing that. Stop going for the clickbait and watch what's in front of it and behind it so we get a full context of what said person was saying. I think it would help with a lot of these miscommunications, so to speak. It'd be nice to say that, but please go and check that out. I'm gonna tag Michelle and them in this video too. Hopefully they'll check it out and subscribe and share and have me on the podcast one day. That would be something, wouldn't it? All right, but let me get out of here. As in closing, this is your Moron with the Conscience, aka Conscious Moron. And remember, without you, there would be no Moron. Y'all be safe. Peace.